Hi, I'm Brigitte, and this is Women Stepping Outside, and everybody else want to introduce themselves, starting on my left.
I'm Chris.
I'm Allie. Isa.
Carol.
And we're all at Inks Lake, and this is our review on this campsite. Chris, what do you have to say?
It's awesome. You should come to here.
Out of 1 to 10? 1 to 10, it's a 10?
I mean, I have a hard time rating any park under like a 7 anyway, because I really love our state park system here in Texas. But Inks Lake just has so much to offer, between being able to be on the lake and having access right to the lake from a lot of the campsites, to paddling. You can rent canoes and kayaks. They're renting right now, even during COVID, and just on the weekends though. But the camp store's great. Hiking's great. I mean, I have nothing bad to say at all.
I'd say it's probably really, really hot and really, really crowded in the summer. So I would say come on the weekdays, because it seems like it would be less crowded. Because there's a lot of people here, even though it was weekdays that we were here. But it's really a place to spend time on the water, and spending time on the water is great here. What do you think, Carol?
Being here in the spring when the wildflowers are blooming, absolute 10, maybe a 10 and a half. It's just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Fantastic park. Again, access is great, beautiful views. 10 for sure.
The cactus flowers are also blooming now, and it's really pretty.
How about you, Allie?
It's really nice to be able to explore the hiking trails, and the lake is gorgeous. And I really love that it's close by to a couple of caverns to explore. There's lots of stuff in the area, and it couldn't be more beautiful. When we went on the hiking trails, I was shocked at how gorgeous it was, the rocky outlooks and everything like that.
Yeah, so go up to the overlook, which is 1,000 feet, did you say?
Yeah, the Overlook Trail and the Waterfall Trail, or the trails that lead to those interest points, are well worth the trips. I think we did just about everything. Not every trail, but we saw everything that there is to see. You can jump off a cliff into the water at your own risk, too.
Which she did!
I did. It was a little scary, but very fun.
Yeah. So again, at your own risk.
Yeah. So, women stepping outside at Inks Lake. Go outside and enjoy it. You can get these maps at the trail, at the ranger station, and you can also get them online at each site, Texas Park campsite. I like to collect them, and I hole punch them, and I put them in a binder so that I have them. I have a second one that I carry with me, and it gets pretty much grungy. But I wanted to point out that there's a lot of camping here, a lot, even including some shelters. But one of the things that we liked is we were way over here, and this was a really good spot because, as you realize, all of this is a no-wake area, so you don't have a lot of really fast boats going. So if you're canoeing or kayaking or whatever, that's really great. Also, you could go over here to the Devil's Water Hole, and that's where you can jump in and swim, and it's really lovely. So I would highly advise these campsites here along this area, just because of the no wake. Now let's go to the hiking map, and I'll show you some things about that. So here's the hiking map, and you'll see that a lot of times they oriented these different between hiking map. Again, we were camping along here, and one of the trails that I would highly recommend is going over to Devil's Water Hole, which is 4, and you can see these are all listed right here, both on this map and on the state park website map. Anyway, Devil's Water Hole, and then climb up to the top of the waterfalls. Note that these here and a couple of areas within the state park here are very rocky, and so it's kind of hard to know where your path is, but you'll look for little markers, little round green or yellow things that they'll put on the rocks, and then you'll know what to do. I would highly advise doing this and having lunch, and then maybe this actually crosses over the waterfall. So you walk over the waterfall, and then you could do this and see the bird blind and the top scenic look of Devil's Water Hole. I wish we could have done that, and I would have done that another day if I had time, but this hike is definitely worth it. You can also go in right here, so if you bring your swimming gear, you can go in here, and I'm assuming you can swim at the top of this waterfall too. So that's just something to consider. The other main hike that we did was we went in here. Now, there was parking here, somewhere along here, but there was also parking on the freeway, which was surprised us. So there was like a little parking area that you could park, and then you just cross the freeway and then you went in. What we wanted to do is we wanted to get to this 1,000-foot overlook of Inks Lake, and this was an incredible hike. We did it in May, and the wildflowers were blooming, and it was just astronomical. We also went this way and went to the primitive campsites to look at what the primitive campsites were. Again, you could park here, but you could park here, and you go in, and we kind of did something like this. It was lovely. The last hike that I did while there was over here by the water. This one I decided to do by myself, and it, again, very rocky, but it was right along the coast, and there's a lot of intersecting trails that you could connect to if you wanted to. I loved this because it was a rather warmer day, and the breeze off of the water was really nice. Again, this up here is the no wake area, which is really great if you're camping. Lots of boats going in here. There's even a boat dock, etc. So that's some of the camping. Lots of things to see, but I would highly recommend the hiking at Inks Lake. And if you can go in May when the spring is happening and all the wildflowers are blooming, it's incredible. Thank you for letting me share.